Hey guys, Joe here, and here to talk to you about the top 5 best tournament legal and kind of best fair stages, in my opinion, for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. Now this list will be going over from number 5 to number 1, showing off what I think are the best stages to a little bit less than the best stages. There aren't way too many stages that are tournament legal, and most of them are pretty much just close to Battlefield, but I'll be trying to go over a little bit more than just Battlefield clones, and hopefully you will enjoy. If you do enjoy, make sure to press that like button, comment button, and subscribe button, but let's get this started. For my number 1 pick, I decided to put in Final Destination, or all the Omega stages, whatever you want to call it. Now, I know a lot of intermediate to lower players, or maybe even some higher players, think this is one of the most, if not the most balanced stage in the game, pretty much because Nintendo made all these Omega stages for it, and you play on 1v1 for glory, but a lot of the more competitive stages, and more competitive players, can see how it's really not the best in the balance department, but it is quite good and better than a lot of the other stages in the game. Now, for starters, it does give you a very equal 1v1 ground fight, but the stage does really heavily favor ranged characters because they can camp while the enemy doesn't have any platforms to approach with. This stage is very good for 1v1s with melee versus melee characters, or with ranged versus ranged characters, but when the two mix, this stage quickly shows how a completely flat map just isn't the most balanced thing, but is still pretty solid. Congo Jungle 64 is usually listed as a counterpick stage for pretty much most tournaments, and I can easily see why, but I still feel like it is pretty well balanced. Now, some of the stage boundaries can be a little bit wonky and kill a little bit late, but the stage does have many positives to offer to counteract all the negatives. Firstly, it has some great platforms that will allow some really fun aerial battles, and pretty much stomp camping as much as it was before. Next, it is just a really good stage to kill off the bottom with the dunks and such, because the bottom boundary isn't way too big, so that would become a lot more useful. And finally, it does have the cannons, which can help some characters like Little Mac or Dr. Mario stand a little bit of a fighting chance by letting them get back onto the map many times per game, because pretty much they're just at a disadvantage on most stages, because they can't recover while most characters in the game can, but on these stages they can recover, so it pretty much makes it a little bit more balanced for those type of characters. Now, this choice is very slow paced, but I do feel like it will give most people a semi-equal ground. My next choice went to the new stage for Smash Bros. Wii U, that being Town and City. Now, this stage is very weird, being a nice mix of Battlefield, Final Destination, and Smashville kind of all put into one. It has a few times during the stage also that it will switch in between a few modes, and this can really help switch up a matchup, either to a winning one, or to a losing one, or to an equal one, and then swap back again, making it really kind of change and be a little bit more dynamic than being a little bit more static. Now, there is a lot of combo potential on this map, some early kills, and overall a very great viewing experience with what I've seen from, and really quick gameplay, which is very good for tournament play if you do want to get your tournament done quickly. This isn't the most balanced stage, but the mixture of flat to platforms many times during the game will allow a lot of different playstyles to be enhanced, and a pretty fair match over the whole time of playing it overall. Battlefield and Miiverse are great stages that allow a lot of combo potential, but still allow a camper to be hidden in one corner of the maps. Now, the maps themselves are pretty big, but they do have low ceilings and smaller sides, making for some very quick, easy to watch matches, which is very good for tournaments to stream. Now, other than the viewing pleasure, these maps give players a lot of choice of how they want to play each game, combo on all the platforms, keep to one side and stop some approaches, or try to get a nice sweet spot up smash like Marth or Sheik on the platform above quite often. There are a lot of ways to play on the stage, and while it does offer a better chance to most characters playing offensively, it still doesn't ruin any chance of playing defensively. Number 1 went to Brawl's very own Smashville. Now, at first look, this stage does look kind of weird and kind of like a hunk of junk, meaning that it's just a stage with a kind of random platform thrown in that goes from side to side, and in reality, that's pretty much all it is, which can look pretty weird to the average viewer. Now, it's pretty much just a Final Destination, but with a platform that moves from the left to right, and just goes over and over again. But oh, how one single platform that moves can create some of the most balanced stage mechanics in the entire game. As I said earlier, these flat stages would usually give somebody like Toon Link, Wii Fit, or something that can camp a lot a big advantage in a match, allowing for little approach options, but with the addition of one single moving platform, even if it's slow, it allows the opponent to approach slowly while giving Toon Link still some time to get ready for the approach because the platform isn't way too fast. Pretty much the platform moving creates something between Battlefield and Final Destination, making one of the most balanced stages in the entire game. Pretty much add two of the most balanced stages together and create the most balanced. Also, something to add is that the stage has some of the least janky side boundaries and doesn't really give you as many early kills as some of the others, which in a lot of people's eyes is quite a bit more fair. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me if you like this type of video for Smash 4, where I don't really talk about certain characters, but I talk about certain things like stages, hazards, pretty much anything just within the game, any topic, pretty much just ranking of top 5. And if you do enjoy that, I'll make sure to continue making more of these videos. Of course, I will obviously be doing more character videos, but I just want to know if you want this type of video, because it will, of course, give me a lot more ideas that I can work with. And if you have an idea for a future video, make sure to tell me that in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.